Hi guys, welcome back to a 9 CSS video tutorial. In this tutorial we are going to be discussing about fonts, like I told you in my previous tutorial. Okay, and we are going to be discussing about font. I was trying to read what we have here. What the fuck is this? I think my stuff is working well. Let me check that out. Okay, we are going to be discussing about fonts. The CSS font properties defines the font family, the boldness, the size, and the style of a text. Okay, now we have different types of fonts. We have the serif and the sans-serif fonts. Now, in CSS there are two types of font family names. We have the generic family, a group of fonts and families with similar looks. Okay, I'm going to show you that in a moment. And we also have font family. We have the generic family, a group of font families with a similar look, like the serif. I'm going to show you that. And then we also have font family. Okay, a specific font family like the new Times New Roman, Arial. So we are going to really check them out now. So in CSS we have three generic family. We have the let me show you this here. We have the serif. We also have sans-serif. And other one, monospace. Sorry. Okay. Now the serif font have lines at the end of some characters. Okay, the serif font have lines at the end of characters. Now let's check that out. We are going to check that out anyway. Let me try to explain them. Sans-serif means sans-serif. What it means is without lines at the end of characters. That it means that this font do not have lines at the end of characters. Now the monospace characters, they have the same characters font that has the same width. All of them have the same width. So now that's a generic family. Okay, now font families, we have the New Times Roman, and Georgia. For the serif we also have let me it's like I'm gonna really explain this. Times let me write Times New Roman. This video is gonna take this tutorial is gonna take 2 videos because it's long. Okay, so I'm gonna take time to really explain them. We have Times New Roman. Here we have Arial, and we also have Verdana. Okay, monospace, here we have Korea. We also have New Lucida. Okay, alright, now let's try to check them out in the browser and see how they look like. Okay, alright, now let's let me delete this. Okay, now let me give values to this. Let me say P serif. Sorry. Okay, class is equal to serif. Sans-Serif. Fuck you. Sorry about that. Anyway, P. Okay. Now monospace. Anything we're gonna be doing, we're gonna do them. We're gonna do them accordingly. Okay. Okay. Now let's try to style them in CSS. Let's try to check them out in CSS. Now we have the first one. Sorry, serif. P.serif. Okay. Now we have font family. Font family. The font family, let's say Times New Roman. What do we have here? Times, let me see, Times New Roman. So if we have a value that has more than one word, we enclose them in the quotes. Okay, I believe that's normal. So let's change this to Arial. Okay, you've seen that. Alright, now let's check the next one, which is p dot monospace. Let me just duplicate this. The class of monospace. We have Korea. Okay, you've seen that. Just as cool as that. Sorry, I need to close my door. Our dog is barking outside. Okay, now let's check that out. Now we also have you see that these ones have lines at the end. All the serif, like I told you before, all the serif have small lines at the end on some characters, while in sans-serif there is no line. Now you can see that. Now in monospace, the characters have the same width. Okay, now let's try to change them to the other one I told you about. Let's say Georgia. I believe it's gonna still look the same. Okay, you seen that? Okay, now let's check this one. Dana. Okay, you've seen that. Okay, now the next one is New Lucida. Let me check that. Okay, you've seen that. And we also have console. Also have console. Alright, the console, they are more or less like the same. So you've seen the differences. Okay, Now there'll be a tutorial, a video tutorial. I'll be taking time to really explain fonts. Okay, now on the computer screen, sans-serif font are always considered easier to read than the serif font. mm. No, the sans-serif font, just like this one, they're always considered easier to read. Okay, all right. You've seen how they look like. Now let's move to the next one, which is font style. Font style. Now the font style property is mostly used to specify italics text, um, normal and stuff like that. Italiced. You want to italize your text. You use font style. Font style property. Okay, let's check that out. Um, let's say font style italize. For what? Sorry, it should be italic. Okay, you've seen that. Cool. So if you want to change it back to normal, you can just write normal here, or even leave it normal. Time. Wow. Still on font. Okay, let's check. There's another value called oblige. Is it oblige or oblique? Oblique. OBLIQUE. Okay, now let's check how it looks like. Oblique is almost the same with italize. Okay, the normal text is shown normally. The italics are shown. Italics are shown in italics. Then the oblique is like a leaning text style, and it's similar to italics. Okay, so now we're gonna be checking sorry, my time. Okay, I think we're gonna end this here and continue from the next video. Okay.